Just gonna wing it and we'll see how it does, and after I'm done, then I'll give you measurements. All right, guys, welcome back. Resourceful Living, Homestead. I am Brian. Going to do some nesting boxes for the rabbits. And I've got scrap wood still left over from when we built the rabbit hutch. And some of it, you may see it in the camera standing over here. And I believe I got enough to make a couple of them out of some scrap wood we have here. I don't have measurements. I'm just going to wing it and we'll see how it does. And after I'm done, then I'll give you measurements. All right, well, let's get started. And you talking about resourceful. These old sawhorses, they're Harbor Freight cheapies. They bust up all the time. This one's even busted out between the legs. Just can't throw them away. I had a broke ratchet strap, and I used the strapping for the legs so I could continue to use these sawhorses. So I kind of got drawn out in my head what I'm wanting to do. And I've got one side drawn just to look at it. And I think this is going to be a pretty good size. We're about 10 inches tall, 16 inches long. And I believe I can get two of those out of this piece of wood here. I absolutely can. Okay. So let's go 16. Okay. Two wall. We did get that out of there. Good deal. Okay. Now we need to build front and back. But first, I'm going to measure off for the opening. This stuff's about 3/4 inch thick, I guess. It may say it on here somewhere. Anyway, I need to come out here probably about 7 inches. Cut an angle down to 5. We'll have 5-inch height in the front. And we're going to be 10 inches tall for the back. And I believe my width, I'm not sure what I was wanting to do with the width. Let me think about that, how wide I need to put that. Get the same measurement here. What did I say, 8? I think so. And we're 5 here. And then make my pivot toward there from my 5. Man, it's so close to making it all the way, but it's perfect. Hold on, as I've once heard 1,000,000 times. Hold on. Where was my 10? My 10 mark was right there. I am going to get 16 out of this. I have used up this board to build one nesting box. I am going to get that out of this. That is so cool. What's weird is it's going to be right in this cut right here too. That was perfect. I'm not going to get the bottom, but I got the sides, I got the front, and getting the back. Hold on. I may have miscalculated that. I'm 10 inches wide. And I'm only 10 inches deep, so I only need 10 inches here. Measure twice, cut once. Okay, there's my back. Still don't think I'm going to get my floor, but that's okay. That's not a problem. Sweet. Okay. Still not convinced I want to be 10 inches wide. Definitely got to be 10 tall. Before I make this front cut, I'm 10 wide on it. I don't know if I need to be that wide. Okay. We have everything to build this, but the bottom. And I used up as much of this as I could. Still got an opening for another box, but pretty much I used up this scrap piece of lumber. So I can, which is another scrap piece, I can make a little table out of for now. So here's what we got going on. In my mind, we are going to be just like that, with this front in there. Now, Bowen, if you watch this, you can tell me if I'm doing something wrong. But now, out of this scrap piece, I'll put a top right here and a bottom in there. This is where we're at with it now. Okay, we're going to get to drawing some lines and cutting. And I'm going to use drywall screws because don't like them. They're a pain to use. This might be like watching monkeys in football. Don't know. And if it is, I've got the ability to say, cut. Okay, so I decided with the material that I'm using, since it's particle wood, I'm going to make the bottom cover the whole thing instead of just inside. I feel like I need a little bit more strength out of this. So I'm going to cover the bottom. And like I said, I had the capability of saying cut, and I did because my screws, my sheetrock screws, they wasn't cooperating. So I had to pre-drill holes to make this work. So I'm going to make the bottom, and I'll show you how I pre-drilled and put the screws in. But I'm looking for more strength out of it, so I'm going to cover it. To work with, and that'll be it. That'll be great. Actually, I could bring that out to the end. As long as that drill bit don't hit another screw, I'll be fine. Being it is particle wood, I need all the strength I can get. Hopefully, being in the hutch, it won't take on any kind of weather. But I believe my alignment's awful close. That's going to be great. That's going to be a great nesting box. Okay. Let's give it a little glue and some screws and call it good. Okay. That's pretty doggone even. I like it. Move it forward just a little bit. That feels good. Okay. Guys and gals alike, this thing is going to work. Out of used given scrap wood. Have full confidence that Tulip or Beauty, whichever one gets to use it first, will get to raise her babies till they get to the grow out stage in this nesting box. And there you have it. By the seat of your pants, just throw something together. That'll work good. Till next time, thank you for joining me. Hit that like, subscribe, and anytime that I can throw a little project together like this, I hope you get to follow along with me. And like I said, see you next time.
And that wraps up this video.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch more